Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Offsetting Penalties, where two penalties send you back 5 yards, but two people make a great show. I'm your host, Big C, my co-host.
Marcy, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here for another podcast. This is amazing. It's finally Wild Card Weekend, and we're gonna do our whole playoff predictions from now into the Super Bowl. So I will start first, but before we start off, I want to thank people, watchers and listeners who are listening to us, and it's really cool and awesome that you guys get to listen to. I mean, we get to talk, and you guys have to listen to us. I mean, of course, me, Big C, feels very special. I would like to thank you for that, and praise God. We gotta get rid of these guys first. All the people who are eliminated, all these guys gotta go away. We're basically not gonna touch these guys until next season. We are gonna talk about them in the mid-season, just to like a recap of the season. But I do want to talk about some of these guys. It's like these guys. So I was trying to make it really hype, and I got it wrong. I thought that if the Buccaneers beat the Panthers, it would have gotten instantly, but I didn't do it right, and they actually got eliminated. So Buccaneers.
So Atlanta won. Atlanta won, which means the Buccaneers got eliminated.
Yeah, Atlanta won. So Bucks are out. These guys were out.
Very sad.
They're out too. They beat the Saints to get the Panthers in. Wow, they're in too. Next, these guys. They lost it with a game-losing kick. It was terrible. Oh, I never been a fan of Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is like one of my least favorite players. I didn't like that guy, and I want him to lose. And he didn't lose.
He doesn't have it in him. That's just Aaron Rodgers is him, bro. He's him.
Throw it away. These guys, pretty underrated. I don't like McCarthy, but they're pretty good. Shout out my Uncle Louie. Next, we have these guys. These guys had a generational collapse. They didn't. Phillip Rivers, I couldn't save them. Sorry, Grandpa. Next, these guys, tired of losing. These guys, tired of winning. And then here we go. It's time to get into our playoff predictions. I said that we're going to do it right now, so that's what we're going to do. And then afterwards, we're going to get into, remind me, Big C, remind me that we need to finish the who won predictions for the whole season, who won each game, and then who won the duels. I want you to remind me that, because we have to do that at the end. Let's make it pretty cool. All right. So, automatically, the Seahawks, I'm screaming right now. I don't know why. I'm pretty excited, though. The Seahawks and the Broncos are out. They're not going to play this week. They have the first round bye. So, respect to them. But before we throw these two away, Big C, if you had to, who would win between these two guys?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about both teams really quick before you moved on. With the Broncos especially, I'll talk about both these teams pretty much the same all season, that the Broncos had a dominating performance last week when they played against the Chargers. I mean, they blew them out 19-3. Denver, he had a decent game, but offensively it was okay. It was a little below average, but, defensively completely shut down the Chargers. Now, there was obviously implications to that, because if the Chargers won, they would have faced off against, could have moved up or down. Obviously, I don't think they played their starters that week, but still another good week for Denver, trying to obviously win that game so they could clinch the number 1 seed. But even beyond that, especially to the Seahawks, I told you that this was a battle for the first round seed. I think it's kind of absurd that, like, when you look at the Niners offense, how
when the Seahawks beat the Rams, that was the first round seed win, right?
No. This was against San Francisco. This was to get the first round.
Yeah.
So that's what happened last week. Whoever won that game would get the first round bye. And I said in the last podcast, I said this vividly: the only way the Seahawks are going to win games is if they kept teams to 3 points. That's what they did here.
Wow.
I said that. I called it out before the game started. I said the only way they're going to win any of these next couple games is if they shut the other team down.
All right. Well, the good thing about Seattle is that they can actually do that against the best teams, like Niners, and against other. I mean, they didn't hold the Rams to that many points. The Rams got like 38. Oh, 37, actually.
Seattle didn't score 38.
Seattle did score more than the Rams. They beat them in that matchup, remember?
I know, but the San Francisco's defense was able to hold them to that low amount of points. And I think it's crazier only because that's a very low amount of points for what they've been scoring all season, right? like Donald didn't even have a touchdown, right? So it's kind of like shaky because when your quarterback doesn't score a touchdown, that's a really bad sign,
Well, we don't need,
right?
listen. The Seahawks don't need. They didn't need him to score a touchdown, so they won the game how they needed to. I'm not saying Sam Darnold is the best quarterback or whatever. I'm just saying he's better than you think he is, and I think that he did what he needed to win this game. That's it. All right, now we can go into our playoff predictions, where I'm gonna go first, and then it's gonna be Big C's turn. All right, the first matchup I'm gonna get into is in the AFC's side, so the AFC is gonna go first, and the NFC. Our first matchup is the Texans at Pittsburgh, because the Texans don't have their division title, so they're not above the Steelers, and the Steelers just barely got away from the Baltimore Ravens. Now, one thing I gotta say about the Texans is they're a sleeper team. I do think they have sleeper potential. They're a good team, and I do like them, but they don't have what it takes to go all the way. But this matchup, it is definitely going to go Texans, I think. And the reason is because the Steelers, I mean, come on. This is one of the only times I can remember when the Steelers got 10-7 wins. Like, they're doing good now. Usually they get 9-8, and then they get out of the first round. And this is going to be very similar, too. Like, they barely were 9-8, and then now that 10-7, pretty good. But they're going to lose.
But that one matchup to make them 10-7, I think, proves that they're a lot better than people give them credit for this season.
Yeah. It is their favorite 30-word sentence. Okay, next we got.
Wait, I thought I was gonna
No, I'm gonna
talk about that team.
No, I'm gonna go all the way, and then you're gonna go all the way.
No, I don't think we should do that at all. Actually, I think we should talk about each team.
We just got rid of. I did the prediction. I'm gonna go next.
Alright, sure, you can go ahead.
I'm gonna go first on the whole way, and then you're gonna go next.
Sure.
Okay. Next matchup: Bills at Jacksonville. And I think, in my humble opinion, I do think the Bills are going to win this one, and the reason is because out of all the quarterbacks left in the NFL in the playoffs, Allen is the most completed quarterback in the NFL. He's the best. I think it's not that close because playoff wise, I'm saying like not like MVP wise, because obviously it's either going to be Stafford or Drake May. That's his nickname. Drake May. That's Drake May's nickname. He's gonna go for the MVP, and in the playoffs, it's a different story. And I do think the Bills have what it takes to win, since there's no Mahomes, no Burrow, and no Jackson. There's literally, I mean, there's something stopping you, but this is the opening. This is the way we hear Allen makes the Super Bowl. Allen does it. He goes to San Francisco and plays there in the Super Bowl, and that's where it's going to be held, and that's where he wants to go. This is his year, right? So it's now or never. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, I mean, they had a very impressive season. I do think they're a formidable foe, but in this case scenario, I'm going the Bills. They're my awake sleeper. People are doubting these guys. These guys, they're the real deal. So I'm gonna advance them on. Next, I'm gonna speed up here. Yeah, we got the we got the Chargers at the Patriots. The Patriots have 14 wins. They're one of the best teams in the league. They have a great all-around team. They've been strong all year round, and the Chargers, they've also been, kind of a threat, but not enough to scare the Patriots. This is another Herbert first-round exit, and I'm sad to say, because, again, I don't like the Chargers, but Herbert, I sometimes I kind of want to root for him, sometimes I don't. Chargers are out, and Patriots are in. So, if my calculations are correct, we got the Broncos next matchup in the divisional round. My predictions are going to be the Bills at Broncos. This matchup is close. The Broncos are a super tough team. I mean, no shade to them. I mean, I don't like them because they're in my division. So there is shade, technically. But the Bills will win this matchup, and I'm going to take them in this one because I think they're my sleeper. And sorry, first round exit for the divisional round exit for the first round seed. They advance. Next up, Patriots Texans. This is going to be close. I'm kind of favoring the Texans here, but in this matchup, I think the Patriots have it. They're a very strong team overall, and the Texans, again, I said it before, they are a sleeper, but they don't have what it takes this season to get over. They're one season away You know, that's what I'm talking about, Texans. And I would love
That's
to know.
very surprising. That's very surprising. I did not see that
Well,
coming
yeah,
from you.
listen.
You've been on the Texans all year. This is the time to ride.
If I'm being if I'm going for my emotions, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just going to Texans because I hate the Patriots. They've been winning way too many
Yes, you
times.
didn't believe it.
I'm sick of them winning because they got another quarterback who's actually going to be MVP caliber for the next couple of years. I don't like them.
You know, I'm speaking for the fans here. When I think you lied to us and you were riding the Texans, and I think you should say they would win this matchup.
Okay,
By your logic.
Okay, so you think I should? Okay, so by my logic, you think I should be Texans, but in my logic,
Yes, I
which
know
is
that you
mine,
do.
which is my logic, which is
No,
mine,
no, it's wait. You've been saying the Texans all year. Well, why switch up now?
because they're facing a strong team. And I don't think they have. Listen, they're a sleeper. And
You've said nothing good about the Patriots all season.
no, listen, there's nothing to say. I mean, I don't want to praise the Patriots and like say they're the best. I mean, they are strong. I do think they're going to make it to the championship round, and I do think they're better than the Texans.
Yeah,
I think
like
they're
every
going to win
time I
this
do
matchup.
my top tens, I put the Patriots high, and you talk about
Well,
it,
I
and
don't
you
listen.
have no
I
comments
don't
on
think
it.
the Patriots are better than the Seahawks. I don't think the Patriots are better than the Rams. I'm just getting get there soon. But this matchup, the Texans are 1 year away. So Patriots are advancing. And that means in the championship round, we got a divisional matchup, which is going to be really close. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills versus the Patriots in the AFC Championship round. This matchup went both ways, and the last time they played, the Patriots blew a lead. I mean, yeah, they got the Bills made a comeback, and that is tough for the Patriots because they have a better record. They think they're better, and they have a right to believe that because they have 14 wins, and the Bills don't have 14 wins, and the Bills look like less strong. But then again, the Bills they have a rocky defense, but the James Cook, I mean, that guy is a threat. And in this matchup, I'm gonna go the Bills. I don't like to see it. I'm going to the Bills. And
Wow.
now, again, the Patriots, they can win this matchup. Clearly, they're strong enough, but I don't think the Bills are going to be down that many points. They're not going to be down 2 scores. And I think they're going to win this game. Okay, Bills, Super Bowl. Next matchup. Really quickly. Oh, wait, let's pause here. That's pretty cool. I liked having their own segment there. That's awesome. Now it's your turn. So you're gonna an AFC gauntlet, and then you're gonna say who wins, and then I'm gonna go in AFC, and then you're gonna go in AFC.
Yeah, how about this? I go AFC gauntlet until the Super Bowl, and then I go NFC gauntlet back to back, and then you go the NFC gauntlet.
We'll get there when we get there. Okay, first matchup, you got the Texans and the Steelers. You got the Steelers. What is somebody who steals something? They call a Steeler.
Every logical person you see would go with the Texans. I'm very logical.
But Aaron Rodgers, I said something really mean right now. You like Aaron Rodgers?
You see here.
He's not gonna do anything against their defense. Just you know.
Experience matters.
Yeah.
You see, you got a 4-year-old who's still slinging it versus a really young 20-year-old, like 23-year-old, and I just don't believe in the Strouds. I don't believe that they're gonna stride further than they already have. I've been down on them all year. Yeah, they may have the biggest winning streak in the entire league, but I feel like playoffs are different. This is where if they're gonna lose any game in the last 10, it would be this game right here because I just have no faith in them. I think they've shown glimmers of greatness all throughout the last couple of games, but
yeah,
I don't know. This is one of those gut feelings where the stats won't be on your side. You can't really prove a lot, but if you look at some stuff. By the way, a lot of people all season have been regarding the Texans to be the best team in the league. Fun fact: they actually have the least amount of tackles in the entire league. Yeah, they did last in tackles. And that's probably because they just shut down a lot of third down drives, and they have a lot of time to get tackles, which isn't their fault. Just a cool stat I wanted to say. But I'm going Steelers here because when you have a gut feeling, you just gotta let it ride.
So you're gonna go the Steelers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not offended by that because it's on my list. All right, so the Texans are out.
Team.
Next match up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Willies.
A lot of people have gotten faith in the past couple of games about Jacksonville. A lot of people, they just, it feels, especially like I've seen that a lot of people have gotten a lot of faith in the Jags because they've just been rattling off win after win after win, and they had a lot of impressive wins over the last couple of pretty much all year. They've been sprinkling in there some dominant wins against some really some of the best teams. I mean, if you look at the top 10 teams, most of all the teams that made the playoffs, they've beaten most all of them, but they do lose a lot against the. They have lost against some bad teams that shows a lot of worries for them, but I also think that they just don't have enough firepower to beat Josh Allen. I don't think this QB battle is going to be brutal, and I don't think it's going to go Trevor's way.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this, but the Jags are on a big win streak, and we can't doubt that. I mean, we can't really put that away, but I am going to put that away. But who are you going?
Bills here. Pretty easily.
I like that.
I think
pretty easily.
This could be a hot take. I think it could be a hot take. The Bills win by 14 plus points, in my opinion.
All right, I like that. So they're advancing. Okay, cool. Last wild card matchup. It's gonna be Chargers at the Patriots.
Yeah, this could be a very easy matchup for the Patriots. But you also have to be worried that you are facing Justin Herbert, and I think that he's had a really great season. That I do think the Chargers will put up a really good fight. I think this might be the closest scoring game of any games in the wild card weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the second closest, because I just think these two teams are very equal in a lot of ways. But one team is probably going to have the MVP, and the other one is just not. They're going to try to drill up. It's just. I think Justin Herbert's a culture-changing man? No, I don't. I really don't. I think they're going to try to drill up.
What does that have to do with the game, though? Culture changing.
No, I think that just means that people are just gonna be like, oh, the Chargers are gonna charge it. Like, that's even a saying, like around football, right? You're gonna charge it. Oh, don't choke, right? Really, last year again. Yeah, exactly, right. So if you have that, you have to change the way people look at you with winning like culture and challenging.
Right. So who's gonna win? Are they gonna change the culture?
No, they're gonna charge it.
Womp womp.
Charger it.
So Chargers are out of here. Out of here. So by my calculations, the Steelers are the lowest seed, so they're gonna face the Patriots. No, who's the lowest seed? It's gonna be the Bills, because the Bills are the lowest seed, so they're gonna face the highest seed, which is the Broncos. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So cool. So it's gonna be Bills at Broncos.
Wow, what a game!
All right,
man. The Broncos really do have that really strong defense. It's just gonna hold you to very little points. We've been seeing that like all year, pretty much, that they'll just be able to that doesn't mean that they're just gonna hold you to like 10 points every game, right? But they're gonna hold you just enough to where they're gonna win, right? So I think it was funny. I saw the stat line where this is they've allowed 311 points. They've scored 401 points. That's 90 points net rating, and I say this because that is going to be just enough to win every game, right? And if there's like 18 weeks in the season, you're going to put a nice comfortable lead overall the matchups you play, right? I just think that Josh Allen might be a little too much for them in the playoffs. His running ability with James Cook and the dynamic duo, I feel like it's going to be a little too much for them. And even though they might be able to hold them to, who knows, maybe under 20 points, I don't think that Knicks is going to go up with them. Last year, they tried, and it did not go well for them, like at all. Here, they get the number 1 seed, they're feeling confident, but I think that the same thing might happen this year. I have a strong hunch that every time, you might know me as a guy who will always go with something that's happened before, because until it doesn't happen, I'm going to keep going with it, right? And that's what
okay. So by your logic, that means that the Eagles or the Chiefs will win every playoff or every Super Bowl, right? Is that true? If you haven't seen it before, then it happens.
I think I'm going to give them the nod. I'm going to give them the nod in pretty much every matchup.
Okay. You know what? That's not really fair, because Super Bowl winners change every time. The last time someone repeated was the Chiefs, and
that was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago. But
so
you're just kind of like,
I think it could happen.
Right, basically this happened. You're gonna be Eagles this year. You're allowed Eagles this year, then the Eagles next year, then they did it again. So why don't they have to do it next year after that? So they keep on doing it, right?
See, here's the thing. When we made the playoffs a lot over and over and over again, it's going to catch up to you, right?
Yeah.
That's what happened with the Chiefs this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
It caught up to them bad, right?
All right, cool.
I think it's caught I think that the Bills are going to win this
The
matchup.
Bills.
I think the Steelers are going to give them a real run for their money. I don't know. I think May might get sacked 3, maybe 4 times in this matchup. And I think that in this particular matchup, especially against like Aaron Rodgers, that he's gonna obviously try his best, and he's gonna put on a great matchup and a great showing in every game he's played. And this is gonna be a really close matchup. I don't think it's gonna get away from either of these teams. Steelers are really one of the more consistent teams in the league. I'm not saying they're one of the best, but they're one of the most consistent. They're gonna keep it close. They're gonna keep it tight. It could be going down late in the fourth quarter before we really see who's gonna win this game.
Right.
And then in the end, the Patriots are gonna probably, take it.
So probably
Yeah.
or definitely. Give me a confident answer. Come on.
I think the Patriots are definitely gonna win. The score,
Thank you.
I had no idea.
Okay, that's fine. I just want you to say with your man voice.
Nice one.
Steelers get knocked
Really
out.
hard to me.
And again, we both had different predictions of who's going to win each game, but it eventually came down to 2 teams. The Bills taking a trip up to Boston and Foxborough to face off against the Patriots. So you got in this AFC divisional rematch championship round finale. I thought that was really cool.
Solid. I'm gonna have to differ with RC here. I think the Patriots are gonna win this matchup. I saw what I needed to see confidently in that last matchup with the Bills Patriots. It may seem crazy because they lost that matchup, but going up 21-0, I saw what I needed to see. And then when the Bills came storming back, they still kept it close, right? They kept it really close. They kept afterwards. They slowed down and they realized they needed to pick it back up, and they started scoring again. And I respect that, right? A lot of teams would stop putting their foot on the gas, and then the other team would catch up, and they maybe would score a field goal and fizzle out, right? But they didn't do that. They did not fizzle out. They gave it their best try every time, and when they just couldn't stop them defensively, the Bills. And they went blow for blow with them, and it was a little too much in the end. But I saw what I needed to see, and I don't think the Patriots are gonna get caught off guard.
Yes. I don't love your take. I like your take. I think it's coming from a place of logic. It's just I don't think Allen in the regular season is like Allen in the playoffs. If he's not facing against, yes, Drake May is an MVP level quarterback, and he is great, but he hasn't experienced a playoff atmosphere yet. And when he does experience that, he's not going to win that game against Allen, and I think Allen's going to win. Again, as a Chief fan, I hate the Bills. I hate their fans. I hate how I just don't like them at all. But I think I'm taking Allen here in the Bills, even though defense is a little shaky.
Yeah, you go with the experience. I kind of go with the experience too sometimes. Yeah. But this is one of those matchups where I feel like Allen is going to kind of choke, and he's going to take he's going to like the Jane Daniels of last season. But I think he's better than Daniels, so I think that's why I win this matchup. Yeah,
so you got Drake May. That's good. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So I had the Bills coming out of the AFC, and Bixie had the Patriots. And now I'm gonna go I'm going to head right into the NFC, which the NFC, in my opinion, is a lot closer. We got like 5 contenders, 2 pretenders, and then a team. The Seahawks are the number 1 seed, and they're a very dangerous team. They've led the number 1 division in football, and they're scary. They're supercharged right now. Very scary. Okay, who are we doing first? We're gonna do a cool matchup first. We got to do this is close. The Bears versus the Packer Nation. This is a divisional matchup. It's gonna be in Chicago. It's been a while since they had a divisional matchup in Chicago, I feel. And now the Packers are the underdogs, and the Bears are a strong team. The Bears are a sleeper team in the NFC. People have them for a Super Bowl pick. In my opinion, they're I think a little bit better than Texans, but not enough. I'm looking at too much of the future. This matchup here, it's going to be close. It's going to be gritty. It's going to be a nice matchup, and I think it's going to be low scoring. And I'm going the Bears. I'm going the Bears. They're going to beat the Packers. This is going to be pretty handily, and it's going to be a nice, good lead at the end of the game. And Bears are just a bigger threat than the Packers nowadays, and so the Bears are out of here. Toss them more. The Packers are out of here. Give me the Bears. Okay, put the Bears over here. Next matchup, the Los Angeles Los Angeles. Los Angeles Rams are taking a trip to Carolina to face off against the Panthers. Now, these teams have faced off in the playoffs before. I mean, in the regular season before, and the Panthers won that matchup, which is kind of surprising. You know what it is about this, though? The Panthers are consistently inconsistent. They are very unpredictable. And the reason why I'm going the Rams is because the Panthers, I don't trust unpredictable, inconsistent teams in the playoffs. When you get in the playoffs, you have to, stay how you are, and it's gonna show, right? The Rams are just a more well-rounded team. They're just a stronger team, and last time they got upset. And I think it was good. It was a good win. Trust me, it was a good win. But I do think the Rams aren't gonna fail like that again. Give me the Los Angeles Rams over the Panthers. Okay, and the last wildcard matchup, we have the Niners taking a long flight from coast to coast to face off against the Philadelphia Big Birds themselves. These guys, the Eagles, are tough. They won the Super Bowl last year. Don't forget that. They beat a good team, the Chiefs. I mean, we weren't the best at that point, but they did a good job. And I hate the Eagles, but they are a force to be reckoned with. So are the Niners. The Niners did get embarrassed in their last matchup against the Seahawks, dropping 3 points, and that's about it. But again, I just think both these teams are weakened. Both these teams are less powerful than most other teams. But then again, come on. I mean, a weakened version of these two teams couldn't hang with all the NFC teams. But in this matchup, the weapons have been depleted on the Niners, but they still have Christian McCaffrey. And I think that pulls them over the edge. This is going to be a long, drawn-out match. It might go band for band, maybe like in the last minutes. But give me the Niners. The Eagles take a fly. They can fly out of here finally and give me the Niners to win that game. That's going to be a good matchup. I like that one. Okay. Okay, divisional matchup. Time to get into a divisional matchup. Here we go. We got error. We got the Niners because they're the lowest ranked seeding in the NFC. They're facing off against the Seattle Seahawks. This is very familiar territory. These both divisional matchups. They're both very scary teams. I think this scenario, I'm taking the Seahawks. And that means that I think that Darnold's going to win one playoff game, which is going to beat up on Big C for doubting the King Darnold. No, he's not the king, but, Sam Donald Trump, I do have, kind of like a thing, what's it called? I do have a kind of favoritism towards him because he's on my fantasy team. But, yeah, he's going to win this game. He's going to, the defense is going to put another clinic on them. I think this is going to be a repeat. Not a repeat. They're going to score 11 points and 3 points this time. But the Niners, bang, bang, Niner gang, they're out of here. Seahawks advance to the championship round. And they're going to face off against either. Oh, I'm sorry. When I did the Seahawks, the Niners traveled to Seattle. So, okay, here we go. Back over here. We got Rams versus the Bears. Wow, this is a good matchup. And it's okay. It's a good matchup. I really like both these teams. Then again, the Rams have this one. They do. They just do. And I kind of want to see the Bears succeed, but I mean, how far can you go before you face the Seahawks or the Rams? And the Rams are a favorite in the NFC, and I think they're a powerful team, and they're going to beat the Bears, and the Bears get out of there, and that's just it. All right. And the finale for the NFC, we got the Rams taking a trip to Seattle to face off against the Seahawks in a divisional matchup. This is the game of the year last time. It was great. I love these. I think these both teams are. I think these are both teams are the best in the league, and it's kind of like you'll see it coming, but I mean, people want to pick up someone else and take them to the championship round and take them to the Super Bowl, but these are the two teams are going to win the Super Bowl. And out of these two teams, last time they faced off, the Rams they had like terrible drives in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, in the early fourth quarter. They had like 4 3-and-outs. It was terrible for them, and that led to the Seahawks catching up. This time, the Rams are going to actually do better, and they're going to do better in the playoffs because they have that playoff experience, and they have won a Super Bowl. Don't forget that. That wasn't that long ago. And I'm going to take...
Quick pause. Did you just say that the Rams are just going to do better?
Yeah. Listen, if they don't have those critical third down losses. They're gonna get a
Say
3-point.
that. Don't just say they're gonna do better.
They're gonna get 3 more points. A field goal at least, and they're gonna get down the field. They're gonna crunch in the clock, and then they're gonna make a touchdown if they don't do those terrible mistakes. In this matchup, give me the Rams. That means my Super Bowl prediction is going to be the Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl.
Well, that's a good matchup.
It is a head-to-head matchup, and that is like that's crazy for me. We got my awake sleeper up here, and then my my team. We'll get there right now, but it's Big C's turn to do the thing.
My guy's been talking for 20 minutes, bro.
I'm sorry, it was really cool. I had a good time. Actually, it was pretty fun.
My guy, you won't stop yapping.
Yeah, I had my predictions.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, so
wait.
Pause. I'm yapping. Okay, so now
You've been yapping for so long.
So now
this is not your time.
Okay, so now you can't talk anymore, huh?
You've been yapping this entire session. You probably had 25 minutes of the 33-minute.
I let you talk. You let me talk, and then we're good to go. All right.
You had pretty much the entire intro, bro. And every time I give you the mic, you just abuse the heck out of it.
Calm down. Listen, calm down. Listen, that's not that. I don't know why you're kind of.
Communism.
Okay, no.
Sharing is caring.
Wait. So you didn't have a segment all season?
Well, we don't talk about that. You see, it's not in this game. You see, it's not in this podcast. So they'll never know if they're just tuning in.
I like that one.
All right. First matchup in the NFC. We got Packers and Bears. Both teams are really tied. Both teams are going to go really just tooth and nail to win this matchup. Obviously, a rivalry in the NFC. One of the biggest in the league, but Packers had it so long because of Rodgers that it's the Bears' turn. Kevin Love is going to introduce a new decade of Bears dominance against the Packers. I believe that they'll be dominating for the next good while against Packers. It'll be going back and forth here, but this is going to be a good rivalry for a nice, good decade to come. I'm going to go with the Bears here. Yep. All right, next matchup. Here we go. Rams-Panthers. You don't even need to talk about this matchup. Panthers, they've been shaking good all year, but even if they have their best matchup possible this week, they still don't even touch the Rams. So I'm going with the Rams, no question. Just, yeah, I think that the Panthers don't really have a chance. And
so there's no chance for the Kitty Cats?
No, I want to skip this as quickly as possible because I want to get their trash sent out of here. So we'll move on.
Dang, we might have some Carolina fans here. I mean, calm down, bro.
Talking about them is just not a good experience, just like watching their games. Carolina fans will back me up.
Your fans? Okay, good.
No, the Carolina fans will definitely back me up that watching their games is just as bad as talking about them.
All right, next one.
This could be one of the best matchups of the year. And I think RC neglected this matchup and gave it to the Niners, but I don't think the Eagles have this game to lose. They won it last year, and he brought that up how dominantly they won last year multiple times today and even in the podcast. So I really see no way that they win this game, only because I don't think Christian McCaffrey can carry an entire team. I don't think that they have enough firepower to win this game otherwise. I don't even know if they have Trent Williams in this game because Lane Johnson's coming back for the Eagles. Trent Williams could come back for the Niners, but again, with all the injuries, I just don't see them winning this matchup at all. So look at the next matchup.
So you got the Eagles.
Eagles, yeah. So that means it's going to be Bears-Eagles versus Rams-Seahawks. Much like ditto to what RC said, I think the Rams are going to be better here. The matchup's been really tight between these two teams. But those simple mistakes the Rams made last time they played. And the photo pick that was canceled from Matthew Stafford really gave them an opportunity. Puka Nacua is going to just completely dominate against his team. He's been doing it the last time they faced each other. He had a crazy game. And I think that they'll just continue here with the Rams. I think Seattle has shown enough that they will not succeed.
The Hawks are out. Right.
Yeah. I've been saying all year my predictions that I think it'll be really embarrassing if the it's actually a good matchup for me though, because But yeah, I really hope that happens.
So it's gonna be Eagles at Bears.
Yeah, Eagles at Bears. That's definitely gonna be a tough matchup for the Eagles.
Okay, Doc.
because I think that Caleb and Jalen Hurts are going to go at it a lot. I can see this being a very high scoring game between these two, just because both these offenses can be high powered when they kind of feel like it. It's a little strange, but I know both these offenses have the potential to just go at each other, and this could be, who knows? I could see this being a very low scoring 30-point game from both these teams. It'll be very interesting to watch. But I will go with the Eagles here. Yeah, I just think the Eagles have another shot to kind of just go all the way this year because they haven't really been dethroned on the NFC side.
So the Bears take a trip out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Eagles fly to the NFC Championship round.
And I've been saying this all year about this NFC Championship matchup. I've been prepared for it. I've seen it. I predicted it all season that I just feel one of these two teams, whoever comes out of the NFC, will win the Super Bowl, right? And these two teams have been on the radar all season. They've been up and down. Eagles been number one. Rams been number one. They've been fighting all season. And it's really been incredible seeing these two teams and how, the Eagles have taken a dip and the Rams have completely exploded. And now they're both coming to a head, right? Like, who in crunch time is really going to win between these two teams? And I got to say, last year, I saw it. This year, people said, last year, I was snowing, all this, all that, right?
And the weather.
No, bro. I'm saying the weather was not good for them and they lost. I'm saying the weather was good for them earlier in the season and they lost. Until the Rams, and I said this earlier in the season, until they win, I'm not going to say they're going to win, right?
I love that. No.
Sorry, they should win this matchup.
Until they win, I won't pick them to win. All right, good. Sounds good to me. So you got the Eagles flying past the Rams. Is that true?
Indeed.
The Rams take a trip back to Los Angeles, and they go, and the Eagles take a trip to San Francisco to play in the Super Bowl against what you think is going to be the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. I think both these teams are going to be great. And I'm going to take this Super Bowl matchup first here because I know you have a different one.
No, wait, stop. I'm going to go next. I'm going to go to the Super Bowl prediction next.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
No, it's not. No, we're not doing that.
Are you going to debate me on it?
No, 1 second. I'm going to go first. I went first, then you, then me, then you. So that's me next. Right?
Sure.
Okay.
You might not take 10 minutes.
I'm not going to take 10 minutes. It's only one matchup. All right, here we go. So Super Bowl, my Super Bowl prediction, because it's wildcard weekend. I'm super happy that we could talk about this. This is the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Rams versus the Bills. Allen is looking for his first, and the Rams are looking to cement their dominance over this league. This is a close matchup. I favor both these teams. This is a close one here. But I did say before, a champion is coming out of the NFC. I mean, come on. I think the Los Angeles Rams have this one. The Bills lose, and my prediction is it's going to be a sad loss because something bad is going to happen to the Bills. An unfortunate mistake or like a field goal. Wide right, Tyler Bass. Turn to Tyler Bass without the B. And then the Rams. Yeah. The Rams are going to win. And then, you know what? I'm happy for that because the Rams are my Super Bowl prediction to win. And I know it's kind of, cliche to say that, but they're going to win. Your turn. All right. Now, I didn't take 10 minutes. Your turn. So my prediction is the Rams against the Bills Super Bowl. And your prediction is different than mine. Very close, though. It's going to be the Patriots versus... Well, actually,
I remember what the matchup was.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hype it up because it's kind of boring because it's a Super Bowl matchup for you. So there we go.
I do think that I dittoed our scene saying that the winner was going to come out of the NFC. I just think the NFC is way stronger. I don't even think it's close. I think teams that didn't make the playoffs in the NFC could really give a good shot at being some of the best teams in the AFC this season. So I think that it's gonna be brutal matchup between these two teams. I think Drake May is probably gonna be the MVP, and he's
gonna win. He's gonna win the MVP.
I'm not sure. They haven't announced it yet, but he might win. It's really between him and Stafford, but I think that in this matchup, the Eagles' experience is going to be superior. I think the Patriots will give them a really good matchup, a good run for their money. But this match could be a lot easier than the Rams one. So I feel like the Eagles are going to go into this, cement their dominance and take home the Super Bowl this year.
So you
I don't like saying that.
You think the Eagles take home the win and the Patriots don't get their 7th Super Bowl and they get knocked out? Bam, bam, hit the floor, Patriots. I mean, this is not. I mean, that would kind of be a nightmare situation. I hate the Patriots and I hate the Eagles, and if they both win the Super Bowl together, one of them's gonna win, unless it's a tie or unless a meteor hits the ground and they will die.
Nice.
No, this time, sorry. The Eagles win, and
that
they.
knife's to death.
No, I don't want that. No, the Eagles win the Super Bowl. The Eagles in the Super Bowl for a big C. You know what though? You know, things have been said, words have been spoken. We kind of know. Anyways.
Unretractable. These are our predictions.
Words
you know?
are retractable? The words are retractable. Sorry.
No, these words are very unretractable, my friend.
Yeah,
and I feel that a lot of these words will come back to bite you soon.
Yeah, I said unretractable. Yes, I said unretractable. Okay. Well, before we end the podcast, you've been waiting for this moment because our predictions are in and they're official now, so we cannot change them. And I'm just glad that I feel very confident in my list, and will be moment that everyone's waiting for. We have to get into who won the predictions of each week of the predictions in our game, in our the week to week. So in week 18, I had 156 predictions got right. Big C had 148. Now, this after week 18 happened, there's the final scores. I got 160 on the dot. 160. Big C.
So I need 12 matchups. I have I have 18 matchups. I need 12.
Yes, you got.
Come on.
156 and lost. I take home the dub. My 4 predictions got right. You know what really won me that? Really won me it, Big C? You know what really won me it? You couldn't pick against the Rams and Texans. You couldn't do it. For some reason, you couldn't pick against them.
That's true.
That failed you there, and that failed you. And then you kept on, it just a lot of, you picked all the favorites, and you didn't think any underdogs would win because you know what your prayer thing is. If it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna predict it. And you have to understand that some things happen that you don't get coming.
Still against Texans.
Okay, sure. But that's a closer matchup than any other matchup.
It's bogus, bro.
They're
It's
5
bogus.
and 5 and 4.
Completely should. No, I don't want to hear you yet.
Okay.
You got a lot of dumb predictions right. It didn't make sense.
Listen, no matter what happened, the facts are in. I had 4 more predictions right than you. It was very close, but I didn't win. So that's just final. Okay, and last one is going to be the duel of the week. Now, we didn't start the duel of the week.
This came
let me talk. Let me finish. No. You're going to feel the burn. You're going to feel the burn now. The burn is going to be felt by yours truly. Not me. You're going to feel the burn today. Listen, the duel of the week. We decided to do it. I don't know, like week 5 or 6 or 5 or 4. Week 4 or 5. No, let me talk. Week 4 or 5.
We didn't even do it every week. I don't even think we had a podcast this year.
We predicted our players of the week. We had the gunslinger. We had the quarterback who's the gunslinger. We had the ground and pound running back player of the week. And then we had the 7-Eleven award, which would go to the wide receiver because he's always open. And out of the 13 weeks we did it, out of the 13 weeks we did it, me, RC, I'm gonna slow down here. Me, RC, claimed 9. And Big C only claimed 4. He messed up and only claimed 4. Because, he thinks it's just only luck. He thinks I'm just thinking out. He thinks I'm thinking about whatever. He thinks I'm thinking. Listen. I was pressured into. You're not good, Roman. You're not even smart. You're not even good at all. I was pressured. But you know what happens?
You were pressured?
Listen,
pressured.
Pressure.
You stopped me from picking the players I wanted to pick.
Pressure.
You can't pick the same guys over and over again. You can't do this. You can't pick the favorites every time. You gotta go somewhere that's unknown or only we would know. You said that all season to me. I never got to pick the guys I want to pick. You would always change it, and you would say you have to pick this style, this criteria, this thing.
Never.
Right?
Hey,
I never got to pick the guys I wanted to pick. Never.
Somebody is really angry, and it's either me or you here. So I don't know. But you know what happens?
I won
listen.
4 matchups.
My
That's
God.
good enough for me.
Good for you. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I had 9, you had 4. Good for you. Okay, listen. Pressure.
Good job.
Let me
That's good enough for
talk.
me.
Listen.
I'm not done
Pressure.
yet. No,
Listen.
you've been
Listen. No,
yapping for
no.
40
Let me
minutes.
talk. You're mad.
No,
Listen.
talk.
Okay.
This practice is
The
getting way
moment
too long.
the moment already ended, and I think you're mad. And I think this podcast ran a long time. You know why? Because it's the predictions. It's our NFL predictions.
Taking
You're just
40
mad.
minutes
You're just mad.
talking.
You're just yelling. You're just yelling, and you don't understand this.
You're yelling right now, actually. You're yelling.
Out of
I
both the
wasn't yelling at all.
matchups,
You're yelling.
out of both the matchups, I ranked them up and I won both them. So next year you have to do better. You gotta do better. Okay, and
You know what?
and
Actually,
before
you're
we
doing a
finish,
full season.
okay, you gotta calm down. Next season I'm gonna smoke you too, just so you know. Okay. Last thing we
Sure,
gotta
go
say,
ahead.
since there's no Big Top 10, and there's no Bill of the Week this week, we're gonna do something special. We're gonna do Big C. Can you please name me who you think's gonna score the most points in this week? Wild card.
No, I'm doing that this week, actually.
You're not doing that? Why not?
Okay, and let's put this out. Roman, I'm extremely frustrated with you. We have to end this podcast
No,
right now.
No.
Right now.
no, no.
I'm just
No.
gonna leave right now, bro.
Yeah, leave. No, leave. I'm serious. Leave.
Dude, it's been 15 minutes. Damn you. I told you. I told you not to do this, and you lied to me. You took 40 minutes talking, and it's so annoying, bro. I told you. Why did you do this? Okay, whatever. Let's just continue. All right, we're just gonna continue, and this thing's going on for 2 hours. Whatever.
Okay. Last thing I gotta say is pick your who's extra for most points and who's extra for the least amount of points.
The most points is gonna be the Steelers. Sure.
Okay. I pick the Texans.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now pick who's in the least amount of points.
The Texans. There you go.
I'll pick the Panthers.
Okay, cool. How many names are you writing down?
Oh my gosh, that scared me.
How many names are you writing down? Dude, I hear the pencil. That was never ending.
Okay. Anyways, a shout out to the sponsors. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for giving us the little flags here. These were really important to us, and they help me out to explain some things that are going on, and I really love them. I take care of them, and except for when I throw them. That's kind of funny, but I'm really grateful for them. I'm really grateful for our family members who watch this, and I thank God that every weekend, every Tuesday night, hopefully, we get to come out here and do a podcast, and it helps us out, and it makes us feel good. We like football, and we just like the support coming from you guys, and we just love you guys, and we gotta send it off with a wisdom word of the week. This is a wisdom word from Exodus 14:14. Big C, hit us with it.
The Lord will fight for you, and you have only to be silent.
Boom! I love that one. I love that one so much. It's so good. And all right, well, I ain't gotta do anymore.
That's the whistle. We're gonna get back into the game, and we'll see you guys later.